Hello guys and gals, I'm not gonna make the same mistake I did last time. I'm actually gonna go and check YouTube to see that we're live. But the title's true. So where is it? I already put it away. Low-key, the shaders for this game was taking forever. Taking so freaking long. So I went ahead, this piece right here is 2,000 milligrams. The little bite I did, maybe 300, maybe 4. We'll never know. But we got the Modern Warfare 4 beta up on the screen. That's the little that you're hearing in the background. For some reason, I guess my BIOS isn't fully up to date, even though I have Riot Vanguard installed. I don't know why. Like, look at this. It literally will not let me play multiplayer. It will not let me play multiplayer whatsoever. So you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna play some freaking campaign. We're gonna play the campaign, boys. We're gonna play the fuck out of this campaign. Does it say I'm live? It doesn't say I'm live. What the hell is that? You know what, YouTube? No, I want it to be on YouTube as well. Like, what the hell is happening? Hold up, I gotta go fuck around with some settings, cause why would YouTube work? Why would it make sense for me to click the button that is designated to make me go live on YouTube as soon as I go live on Twitch? Why would that button always work? You know, it's like a fucking retarded child. The moment you're not looking at them, they're fucking choking on some bottle of bleach or some fucking shit. Creator Studio. Sorry for taking up some of the. This is basically dead air, but at least you can hear the game music in the back. Game music, not game music. Come on, guys. I don't listen to boxing my music. Lil Nas X who? Never heard of it. What is this? Yeah, like it's literally. What the fuck? It says I'm streaming right now. Let me save all. Oh, I didn't even change my Twitch category. Come on. Modern Warfare 4. There we go. Save all. Alright, I guess I just gotta trust the process. I just gotta trust the process. Can we close this? Thank you. So since I'm basically banned from using the multiplayer at this moment, which I don't really care, because multiplayer, you're just gonna see me saying obscenities while I'm mad. Obviously I'm gonna do regular because I'm bad at aiming. I freaking suck at aiming. I'm so bad at aiming. Like it's not even a joke. It's not even. Oh. But at least we got the shaders loaded, because before, while the shaders were loading, I was like moving like it was freaking at a snail's pace. And just like the loading screen right now, it's moving at a snail's pace. I can low-key feel the effects coming in. I'm definitely gonna need it. Especially since I'm feeling pretty angsty. Pretty angsty. Oh, we're in South Korea? We love South Korea.
Already on it, sir.
Hellhound 11013. I say again, look north 200 meters. Target's the trench line.
Copy. Contact that trench line. Target acquired.
Hellhound 1-1, you are cleared hot.
Hellhound 1-1 rifle. Flash in 5.
5 seconds, everybody down!
I like how it has that big beta and you guys can't see it. Hold up.
Okay.
Just so you know, this is the beta. Just in case
Fucking go!
Activision wants to come for my dick.
Effect on target. Thanks for the assist. All weapons away. Hellhound 1 is moving off the target. Get it done.
Hold on. I gotta pause real quick. Alright, there we go.
Down there, boys.
Oh my... Yo, who the fuck is shooting at me? What the hell? Come on, bro. Don't do this to me. I don't even... What is happening? What's still happening? What the hell is happening? Why does it keep doing that? Oh my god. Are you fucking kidding me? There, I unplugged and replugged my shit. Why does it keep fucking doing that? Oh my god. This game is actually gonna piss me off. There, I'll just make it full screen extended window. Like, what the fuck? Oh, that's what that does. Revert. Alright, fuck it, just windowed. Damn. Is there not just a regular full screen? No? Okay, whatever. Just keep my shit safe. Oh my god. Is it Discord that's doing it? I'm about to freaking task manager and just force quit Discord because this shit is actually freaking annoying. Yeah, Discord, get the hell out of here. Nah. Close the entire Discord plugin for Stream Deck as well. Goodbye. Now that I did that, the Discord overlay shouldn't be popping up every 2 seconds. I'm pretty sure that's a glitch for the beta. Like, I would not be surprised if after I apply these settings, everything starts working perfectly fine now. If not, I'm just gonna freaking... Wow, won't you look at that?
Down the trench line.
Oh, my dumb ass is going the wrong way.
Stay with me.
Stay down.
I can't... Yo, honestly, I can't tell who the enemies are. I don't know if it's because
LMG is that bunker.
Eddie's a...
No, drag it.
Oh, okay, I knew who he was. Oh, not you. My bad. Yeah, I'm a hipfire master. Never mind. I'm not the hipfire master. Probably the baiter. The hipfire masturbator. Because I'm just fucking... Well, I should be shooting these videos. Like, what the fuck? How much armor do you niggas have?
ACBs. Focus clear. Check the corners. Get down.
Mayhem 1 and 2 pushing up to engage.
Man, take that shot.
Mayhem 1 is approaching the first shot.
Man, take that shotgun. Oh, that's an actual
Contact right.
shotgun.
Push through.
Get out
Clean them out.
of here. Boom,
Push it up. Push
shots.
ahead. Find a way through.
So where my niggas at? Yeah.
Thanks. Good. Let's fucking rats down.
Keep pushing through. Let's move.
Kill him, bro.
Got him. He's down.
I give you up. Keep pushing.
Tier 1 being 5. Mayhem falling in on your 6.
Step ahead.
Leave my... So what? These niggas are just bulletproof unless the NPCs kill them? What the hell? Oh!
Taking heavy fire from
Oh my god. We're actually in the trenches, bro.
I got the right side.
Use grenades to kill entrenched enemies. Oh my god. So Modern Warfare 4 will go to North Korea? South Korea? I think they got the wrong one, bro. Yeah, I know better. Check my corners, right?
Got eyes on the bunker.
What's up?
Boom, headshot. Boom, head shit. I told you I was bad at the game. I did tell you. I'm pretty shit at these games. Pretty shit at every game. Wait, hold on. A little piece of... Just a little piece of extra nail on. Yo, am I the only person getting shot at? Or am I just face tanking the bullets with my face?
Got eyes on the bunker.
Like usually, I'm used to running gung-ho with my guns, but no.
First clear.
Like trench warfare is a different breed.
Enemy BMP is in retreat. Regroup and prepare to push across the trench too. We'll cover you. Copy that short.
Yeah, give me all that shit. Where's my gun?
Let's go! Straight ahead! Push across! To the trench!
Man 1 is pushing up. We're covering
Let's
fire.
go.
Let's go.
Pushing into trench 2. Get to the trench. I'm across.
Me bombo!
Target build is in the middle of the
What the fuck? Yeah, and of course the NPCs with me aren't doing shit to help.
Bunker's clear. There's supplies here. Gear up.
Come on, bro.
You showed the big civilian like this.
Oh, I did not realize what I was going up against, bro.
Get this trench clear.
You know, Semtex. If I'm not mistaken, give me my gun back. If I'm not mistaken, G for grenade, right? Oh no, how the fuck do you throw a grenade? Oh, E. I swear, every new Call of Duty game changes the fucking push button. Cause isn't your armor supposed to be F from Warzone? Ah! Die. I hear a shotgun. What the fuck? It's the fact that the NPCs with me aren't doing shit. Fuck all. They're doing fuck all to help me. Like, y'all ever heard of suppressing fire, covering fire, get this fence clear? How about you fucking help me, you fucking fucker? Help me, nigga. Help me. This nigga got a fucking 12 gauge to my fucking face. You know what? Fuck you, nigga.
Copy. Move to the building.
Like, damn. Y'all niggas have me doing everything. Okay, your name is Corporal Dawn. It should be Corporal Down. Fucking retard.
Sure one. Separate entry to communication.
Copy. We'll get the door for you.
Shock out.
Yeah, see his name is Corporal Dawn. Yeah, no, I'm still stick to what I said. Should be done with your fucking service. With your door.
Push in through the building.
Push in through the building. Clear the building. Oh, he said clear the building? Yeah, they got an easy man to do that.
Fire. Pushing interior. You got your six.
Can I? Oh, so it's not a... Wait, is that Ghost? Me bumba. You? How about you go in there? Why did the grenade not ricochet the way I wanted it to, bro?
Clear.
Yes, we cleared the building.
Copy. Building's clear.
Copy, building's clear.
Done. Check those panels on the wall. 박이명, get on that console.
Get on the console. Where's the console?
Damage assessment. Find out what the hell they were doing in here.
Nothing good, I can tell you that.
Oh, what? You want me to do it? Nigga. You're not even looking at the fucking console. It's all in Korean.
Reactors are unstable.
Emergency cooling is offline.
Oh,
Sabotage the whole fucking
I'm
grid?
Man
Korean
1,
as
Sierra
well.
1. Relay station secure.
So we're fighting the
Emergency
North,
systems
or fighting
unaffected.
Vietnam.
Reactors are
Like, who the fuck are we
unstable. All
fighting?
copy?
Man 1 copies all.
Mind you,
Rally
I did not
outside.
watch any of the
Moving to
promo
power
for
plant.
this game. I don't really care for Call of Duty, but I was just like, oh, they have a beta that I can try out. Bet. Something free that I can try? I'm gonna do it.
I see the power plant. We're getting close.
Sierra 1, rally up.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
You calling an audible, Lieutenant?
Hey, Fern, Echo Platoon is pinned down. We're gonna unfuck their situation.
Katana?
Park, take the wheel.
Order that.
Why y'all niggas
That's
got me
wrong.
doing everything? But you know what? It's for the
Man 1
beta.
reporting. What are all those wires everywhere?
Fiber optic cables for drones.
Actual. NK's barricaded the bridge ahead. We can't
Hey,
get
bro,
through.
leave that car.
Copy, 6.
Oh, I thought I was
Route to
good.
the underpass.
Oh, I
Follow
do
Charlie. Watch
control
for
the main
threats.
head. He just controls the gun. Okay, good. Follow the follow the vehicle.
Viper 6 taking effective
Reach
fire.
the
They're in
reactor.
the summit station. Everyone is shooters on the
Oh,
roof.
look. Shooters on the roof. There's a gunner on top of the floor. I don't. Yeah, we're gonna see. That nigga turned into mincemeat, bro. Oh my god. Their bodies actually disappear. Wait, do they actually disappear? Oh, no, it's still here. I was about to say that. Oh, you're invincible. I wish we could kill our teammates. But... Fragging. That's what we call it, right? Fragging in the military. I heard something. I'm not sure if this is true or this is just something people say. But like, I heard that if you know about fragging or the concept of fragging, you can't join the military because they're gonna suspect that you're gonna do that. And fragging is basically just killing a superior officer to get out of it. Gomer Pyle. God damn, that shit is loud. Like Gomer Pyle from Full Metal Jacket basically was fragging. How about suck my dick? Yeah, and stop shooting me. We're about to nigga, I'm about to explode. Oh, they got destructible structures? Where is it? I have no idea. I'm gonna die. Yup. I knew that was happening. I knew that was coming. You know who else is coming? Not me. Wait, hold. And it saved me at the point with no fucking HP. We love this so much. Fucking die, bro.
Final push, boys. Get ready.
Didn't stand a chance.
Enemy tank incoming. Take out that tank.
Is it still moving? Okay. Nigga, good shooting. I'm about to die.
Please just ahead. Keep pushing through, Park. Shit.
Oh, okay. Okay, get out the tank. Oh, Lord. We gotta go, we gotta go, we gotta go. Why am I running with a damn shotgun? That's only for close quarters combat. And we're not in the trenches anymore.
Target's ahead! Hell of a time to lose our ride! Enemy BMP!
That BMP is guarding the power plant.
We need to take it out.
What the fuck is a BMP? Private first class, okay.
Taking fire! BMP's all over us! Start
What the fuck is a BM? Oh. Alright, bro.
Frank around the courtyard!
Can the BMP like just shoot the concrete wall? Woo! Why is that another threat? Wait. Where the fuck are we supposed to be going? Right at me. Oh, no. Is there a fucking grenade behind me? I was about, that nigga did not just out, bro. That was embarrassing. Who the fuck? Hey, fuck you, man. Hey, fuck you, dude. Hey. Oh, now the NPCs are helping me out. What the fuck? Alright, bro. Alright, bro. You literally saw me on my phone, you fucking NPC. I wish there was a story you could give to the NPC. Like, can I throw the thermite? That's how that works. Bet. Gotta get close enough and not get shot at! Useless fucking teammates. I got shot in my fucking face! I thought the edible was supposed to make me more calm. Just making me angry. Bro. I thought that it would have been like a training mode. Like I would have been. Alright, bro. First of all, fuck you, you fucker.
On C4.
Thank you for being fucking useful.
C4 Park, take out that BMP. Armor's breaking, keep it up.
BMP destroyed.
Hell yeah! Fuck that thing up!
Yeah, get fucked! Now, can y'all niggas be useful? Are we pushing up or what? Like, Jesus Christ, let's go! Y'all niggas are actually pissing me off. Can y'all push up?
Mayhem 1, Guardian Actual.
Copy actual. Send traffic.
Your squad is closest to the control room. I need you
Are
to
these
gain
enemies?
entry and shut the reactors down.
The one time is actually does the friendly fire thing is when I can't tell if it's enemies or not because they all look the fucking same. Wait, what?
Use the explosives on that BMP. Armor's breaking. Keep it up.
I gotta redo this shit.
Armor's breaking. Keep it up.
BMP destroyed.
Hell yeah! Fuck that thing up!
Stay dead. Stay dead. Stay dead. Stay dead! Bro. Is there Chinese, or sorry, Korean woman just popping these niggas out where I don't see? Like, where the fuck are y'all niggas coming from? Did we clear it? Thank you. You useless fucking
Copy
Nick
actual. Send traffic.
Your
Koreans.
squad is closest to the control room. I need you to gain entry and shut the reactors
Oh, these aren't
down.
even friendly fire. These are
Solid
just
copy, sir.
civilians,
We'll get
right?
it done.
Control room's on the 2nd floor.
Yeah,
We have a
these
plan
are
engineer
just
standing
civilians
by
that
to
are
guide
working
you
at
through
the reactor.
shutdown. Out here.
Moving interior.
Okay. Why? I swear, this is why niggas that go to war be coming back with like fucking, like becoming retarded. Why are we going inside of a? Wait, hold on. Why the fuck are we going inside of a facility with niggas in PPE? Like we're not wearing PPE, but we're going inside. That does not make any sense, bro.
Let's move.
Could be radiation exposure. Take your blockers and mask up.
Oh, radiation blockers. Oh yeah, that's gonna work. Take some pills and then put on a mask.
Is that the control room?
A mask is not enough PPE against radiation.
They just killed those people! They're trying to make sure no one's left to stop this. Contact! They're trying to slow us down! Keep pushing! Through!
Me bomba. You think you slick, batty boy? Flip that. No ammo? Are you serious?
The stairs! Up on the far side! Force up those stairs! Move!
Damn.
Guardian
So-
Actual Mayhem 1 is pushing up to the control room. Preparing to make entry. Stack up. Clear the room.
I mean, this is the perfect time to use PPE since I don't got no gun. So are y'all gonna like kick that in, shoot that? Oh, okay.
Clear. Okay, we're in. Done. Check for survivors.
Clear.
There's a button on the control board labeled Scram. That's the kill switch.
Roger, stand by. Look for a button labeled Scram. Yes, sir. You said Scram? Affirmative. Sierra, Charlie, Romeo, Alpha, Mike. I don't see it.
We're gonna die, aren't we? Ollie, what's up, my brother?
I don't see it over here.
What's up, brother?
Likewise, Park, you got anything? Nothing yet, Lieutenant.
Damn.
Where is it?
Is it this?
Nothing's here.
Oh, we're about to die in here, boys. Why would they hide the damn kill
It
switch?
should be on the control panel.
The
Which
control
one?
panel.
This whole room is a control panel. Be more specific.
The main console, center of the room.
Oh,
Where is
this
it?
one.
Nothing's here.
It should be on this, right?
Where is it?
Nigga, she just said. Oh, where this nigga's dead? Maybe?
Here. I found it.
It's not working. Uh-oh.
Nothing's happening.
You need to run. You need to run. Y'all need to run.
Did it work?
No, run. Get out.
There isn't
Oh
one.
shit, there's
Get
gotta be
out.
something we can do.
You
Run!
would have to manually flood the cores.
That'll stop the meltdown.
No, but it buys everyone time to evacuate.
And we're going. Hoorah! Hoorah!
Hoorah? Ooh,
There are
fucked
two
is what
first
you
tanks,
are.
one at each reactor.
Oh my god.
I'll take down the park. We have to
We're
clear.
basically gonna see Chernobyl 2.0, but in South Korea.
Doors open.
Apology to the pump release valves.
The doorway to reactor 2 is the first one on your right at the end of the runway.
Bro, this is literally
Through the door. It's
Chernobyl.
just ahead.
Hey bro, after you're done playing that, you want to play VR since we didn't play last
You need to
year?
get down into the reactor bay. Locate the valve on the coolant tanks to flood the reactor and cool the core.
I'll see how I'm feeling after.
This whole place is coming down. We're almost there.
But I can't lie, I'm not in a VR mood.
Core stability is dropping. Hurry!
Sean Captain. This boy's supposed to be flooding the water.
The coolant tanks have ruptured.
And Sophia's gonna be home.
Directly into the
She's
reactor.
gonna be watching me be.
Look for a yellow
running her
pipeline.
out.
It leads to the
Oh.
emergency valve.
Of course I have to
Open
do
the
it.
valve and it'll
I have to
divert
save
water into the
everyone.
reactor.
Got you. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Oh,
Almost
no.
there.
Almost. Oh, we gotta swim more? You already know. I'm scared of swimming. I'm black. Come on, bro. I can't be swimming. See, look, I'm already messing up. Is this it? Use my last.
Keep doing what you're doing. It's working.
I'm gonna die. You know how much radiation's in this water? But you're a black guy. I thought you can't swim. Exactly, bro. Why do you think I'm dying right now?
That should cool the core. And
Yeah, see, look at that. Hold it. Swim up to watch surface. This
Almost
game
there.
set me up for failure. I gotta redo that. I gotta redo that. Oh, this game is hilarious.
Keep doing what you're doing. It's working.
All right, now I gotta swim back to air.
That should cool the core.
Are
and
you
buy us
serious?
some time.
Are you serious? I hate this fucking game, bro. Getting stuck on shit when I'm trying to fucking breathe. That makes no
Almost
damn
there.
sense. Now I'm gonna have to do the same thing for the third fucking time. Get some air, you fucking monkey. I will not be buying this game. That's all I'm saying right now. I'm not
Keep
buying
doing what
this.
you're doing. It's working.
See, look, I already have no air left. And then
Water's flooding the core.
That should cool the core and buy us all some time.
yeah, get some air. Get some air.
Come on, Park. Get back here. Park, we to know.
So was that time supposed to happen? Like, why did it take so long to swim back to the water? Or to the surface? I can hold my breath for like 3 minutes. You're better than me. You're way better than me. Keep it up. See, y'all sent me to die, not even an oxygen tank.
Come on.
Oh, I'm gonna learn how to do this next week. Yeah, give me that CPR.
Am I dead?
Not yet.
Get him up.
Where the fuck are we supposed to go now?
The roof is the only option. That's a long way to climb.
Yeah.
I almost drowned once.
fast.
I almost drowned a couple
Come on.
times. I can't
Let me
even.
push this. Come on.
I mean,
We gotta push.
obviously.
We can use this crate to climb out.
Actually, this is Sierra 1-3. Chopped up and our exfil's cut off. Move to the roof. Need to lift out.
Copy that 1-3. You boys just get yourselves up to that roof. Bird will be there.
Roger. Send coordinates.
Let's get up there. Follow me. Use the pipe to climb up.
All right, bro. All right, bro. I gotta be trolling. This game gotta be trolling right now. This game's trolling, right? Okay. I was about to say, how did I miss that twice?
Jump for it, Park.
Climbing.
Right behind you, Park.
Yeah, Dunn's gonna die. I already know. Either Dunn, Jay, one of these three people are gonna
I'm
die.
across. Up the stairs.
Dunn? Dunn, where you at, bro? We're not done, Jay. Jay, where you at, bro? I like how I have like zero urgency.
No! Shit!
Oh, okay, we're all together. I need more bullets. Bro, I have no bullets.
Push me up here. I'll pull you up behind me.
I have to boost you up and you pull me up? Alright. You better pull me up, bro.
Take my hand. I got you. You get done.
I get done? Alright, come on, bro.
Appreciate the lift, bud.
All the way up. Go. Hand over hand.
Alright, come on,
Need
boys.
another boost here.
Need another boost? I got you.
Almost there.
Honestly, I don't think you needed that boost, but you know what? I'll help you out.
Take my hand.
You Koreans are very short
Wrapped
people.
up. Let's go.
What Modern Warfare do you like the most? Obviously, like, everybody always says Modern Warfare is good, but my favorite one is Modern Warfare. Like, the original. I replayed that game too many times. I just knew the story. Oh, okay. Okay, bye, guys. Like, Modern Warfare 1 was literally the introduction of Captain Price and obviously you got the Black Ops. I only played 2 and 3. Damn, you're missing out on peak, bro. The original Modern Warfare is peak. I knew this was gonna happen. He died. No. Is that DHL? Is that all of the beta? Is there nothing else for me to do? Modern Warfare 4. Alright. So it's not even gonna show us if Dunn actually dies. And Black Ops 1 and 2. I played Black Ops 2. I barely touched Black Ops 1. I'm being honest. Like, I played Black Ops 1 on the Wii. It's not a good time. Wishi. Alright, well, that's enough of Modern Warfare. What do I do now? It's only been 37 minutes. That's way too short of a stream. Because in order for me to actually play multiplayer, I would have to restart my computer. And if I'm restarting it, I might as well just end right here. It's like, oh, this was my little 37 preview of the Black Ops Modern Warfare 4 campaign. No, don't reopen it. Don't reopen it. What? VR, please? Bro, my stomach is low-key churning, bro.
What did you eat?
I ate the food from earlier and then I took a...
Took a weddy?
Yeah.
Is it working?
I feel it. That's why I don't want to play VR.
Oh, yo, the way you get sick so fast. Bro.
It's technically supposed to help. But... yeah, do I really want to go out of my way to set up the VR? No. Especially you're here gonna be walking around and getting, like, smacked and shit. Yeah, no.
At most, all I'm gonna do is wash my butt and lay my ass down. Yes, but you're right. We have to go run errands. Sorry.
She's so full of ish.
But yeah, I don't know what the hell we're gonna eat for dinner.
Huh?
I don't know what we're gonna eat for dinner.
I thought you were gonna make spicy shrimp.
I did, but I didn't get the ingredients.
Damn.
I know.
How you say you're gonna do? I don't. I'm not gonna do this on stream. Oh, I'm gonna make this, but I didn't buy the ingredients. It's like, why'd you say you're gonna make it if you didn't buy the ingredients?
I forgot.
You forgot to put them in the cart. Cause that was before.
I forgot to walk to Publix to get it.
Oh, you were gonna get it today?
Mhm.
Oh, I thought you were gonna order the groceries. Oh.
I'm defrosting some meat right now.
Hey, what?
I'm defrosting some meat.
Oh yeah, you didn't tell me what to do first.
Yeah, because I forgot.
Oh.
So that's my fault. If anything, I'll probably just buy something.
You gonna treat me? You gonna give me a treat?
I can give you a treat.
Oh yeah, pass me the ice cream. Thank you.
No.
She won't give me the ice cream. It's okay, I already finished it.
No, you didn't.
You want more reaction videos? Oh, bro, I got you, bro. I got you. You know what? YouTube, you see that? People actually want this shit. It's not just me talking to myself now. Oh, I got, bro. That's all you had to say. I already have one preloaded right here, bro. I already have one preloaded. I swear this was premeditated, by the way. This was 100% premeditated. So last week, was it last week? Yeah, I think it was last week, Friday. Sometime last week, I covered, let me just pull up a picture of this lady right here. Okay. Last week, we were talking about this lady right here, and we watched some of her videos about tropes versus women in shows. Now, well, 10 years ago, maybe even 12, 13, 2013, whatever, 13 years ago, yeah. She made more, but about the problems with them in games. So today, in the year of 2026, March 7th, 2013. Let's look back and see if what she said made any effects to how the new games are coming out. So the very first one that we have right here is Damsel in Distress, Part 1, Tropes versus Women in Video Games. And just by the title alone, the oldest story ever written or let me not even say that, because I'm pretty sure there's arguments that the oldest story ever written was the Bible. So I don't think the Bible has that many damsel in distress. Everybody was in distress in that magnificent book. But Shrek, not even Shrek, but like the princess is in the castle and you're gonna go and fight the dragon to save her. That's literally storytelling 101. So she's complaining about that being against women, and I don't understand. Oh, you have to endanger her. She has to be in danger. You always put a woman in danger for the story. Oh, it's like everybody dies and gets hurt in stories. Like, come on, girl. Let's see. Oh, and this is when they update. Yeah, like it's actually professional now. Oh, I'm peeking this mic. Put the Subway Surfer guy in the corner. Make sure he's actually good. You know? Oh, you want Subway Surfers? I got you with the Subway Surfers. This time I'll make sure he's not just... he's just bumping into the... Is this it? I think I found one where he's not just jumping into the damn trains and subway cars. Subway. So let's do this. Opera, please. I love you, Opera. Opera, please work. My browser is not working. Why is it at the end of the video? What the hell? Oh, I'm dumb. I'm the one doing it. Obviously. Oh, this guy's not good either. Apparently you can play Subway Surfers on PC. What the hell? Last time it was a 3-year-old playing. Oh my god, Subway Surfers has been out for that long? You played that when you were 3? Oh my god, I feel so old. Yeah, Subway Surfers came out before you were born, technically. Yikes. Yikes. Call me grandpa, bro. I'm old enough to be your grandfather. Damsel in Distress Part 1.
Welcome to our multi-part video series exploring the roles and representations of women in video games. This project will examine the tropes,
and for my
plot
fellas,
devices, and
for my fellas that have low attention spans, I got you. We're doing this at 3 times speed. I'm kidding. I don't have premium. 1.5. I might even go to 1.75. Oh, you can see she... Wow, in 2 years, she looks significantly
patterns
aged.
most commonly associated with women in gaming from a systemic, big-picture perspective. This series will include critical analysis of many beloved games and...
Actually, how old is she? I'm sorry. She's 43 now? So you're telling me she looked that old at 30? Damn. Damn. Well, no, she would have been like 28. No, I'm dumb. 30. She would have been 30. Damn, that sucks for her. Yikes. You guys age like milk. And by you guys, I mean white women.
characters.
Which
but
I
remember that it's both
identify as, by the
possible and
way.
even necessary
100%.
to simultaneously enjoy media.
I gotta reverse perm. What the hell? No. No, I pressed the back button by accident. Come on, forward. What the... We love this so much.
Mario! Was hard at work on a new original title for the Nintendo 64 called Dinosaur Planet. The game was to star a 16-year-old hero named Crystal as one of 2 playable protagonists. She was tasked with traveling through time, fighting prehistoric monsters with her magical staff, and saving the world. She was strong, she was capable, and she was heroic.
And who might you be, Animal Girl?
I've heard
My
of this
name is
game, but I
Crystal.
haven't played it. I'm just looking here at the Subway Surfer, make sure he's not bad. Hey, he's doing good, bro. He's doing good down there.
Pretty
Look, I'll
cool,
make it
right?
even bigger.
Well, it would have been,
There you go,
except the
bro.
game never got released. As development on the project neared
Oh, he just
completion,
died.
legendary game designer Shigeru Miyamoto joked about how he thought it should be the 3rd installment in his Star Fox franchise instead. Over the next 2 years, he and Nintendo did just that. They rewrote and redesigned the game and released it as Star Fox Adventures for the GameCube in 2002. In this revamped version, the would-be protagonist Crystal has been transformed into a damsel in distress and spends the vast majority of the game trapped inside a crystal prison.
You know what? At the time, I was way too young. I didn't even have a camera back then when this video came out. Nor did I watch this video. I think I watched it 2 years after it came out. But obviously, she's gonna be the damsel in distress if they decided, hey, let's make a 3rd series entry for Star Fox.
Waiting to be
We'll
rescued
just
by
use
the
the
new
assets
hero
from
Fox
the game
McCloud.
you made into that.
The in-game action
They're not just gonna get rid of Fox McCloud. Like, come on, girl.
sequences that were originally built for Crystal were converted to feature Fox instead.
And is this sped up?
Crystal
No, it's
is
not.
given a skimpier, more sexualized outfit.
Wow, she's beautiful.
Oh, sorry. My bad. She was supposed to be wearing a hijab. Shake my head, bro.
What am I doing?
And yes,
Hijab
that
and
is
very
cheesy
cool.
saxophone music playing to make sure it's crystal clear that she is now an object of desire, even while in suspended animation. To add insult to injury, Fox is now using her magical staff to fight his way through the game to save her. The tale of how Crystal went from protagonist of her own epic adventure to the passive victim in someone else's game illustrates how the damsel in distress trope disempowers female characters and robs them of the chance to be heroes in their own right. The term damsel in distress is a translation of the French demoiselle en détresse. Demoiselle simply means young lady, while détresse means roughly anxiety or despair caused by a sense of abandonment, helplessness, or danger. As a trope, the damsel in distress is a plot device in which a female character is placed in a perilous situation from which she cannot escape on her own and must be rescued by a male character, usually providing the core incentive or motivation for the protagonist's quest. In video games, this is most often accomplished via kidnapping, but it can also take the form of petrification or demon possession, for example. Traditionally, the woman in distress is a family member or love interest of the hero. Princesses, wives, girlfriends, and sisters are all commonly used to fill the role. Of course, the damsel in distress predates the invention of video games by several thousand years. The trope can be traced back to ancient Greek mythology with the tale of Perseus. According to the myth, Andromeda is about to be devoured by a sea monster after being chained naked to a rock as human sacrifice. Perseus slays the beast, rescues the princess, and then claims her as his wife. In the Middle Ages, the damsel in distress was a common feature in many medieval songs, legends, and fairy tales. The saving of a defenseless woman was often portrayed as the raison d'être, or reason for existence, in romance tales and poems of the era.
Do you like the dash pass thing? Because I don't.
Yeah, it renewed itself. But I turned it off for August, so at the end of the month it should be not there anymore.
Involving a knight errant.
Huh?
I said I'll order off your phone then.
Okay. Sorry, chat.
The wandering knight adventuring to prove his chivalry, prowess, and virtue. At the turn of the 20th century, victimized young women became the cliche of choice for the nascent American film industry.
You have
as it
Uber
provided
and you don't use Uber One?
I've been stopped the subscription.
Yeah, but don't you get a discount on your rides with it?
On my rides, but not on my food.
So you don't get discounts on your rides anymore?
I do. It doesn't matter. Anyways, what do you want to eat?
Pick whatever you want.
Sensational plot device for the silver screen. A famous early example is the 1913 Keystone Cops short Barney Oldfield's Race for a Life, which features the now iconic scene of a woman being tied to the railroad tracks by an evil mustache-twirling villain. Around the same time, the motif of a giant monkey carrying away a screaming woman.
Hey, leave me out of this, bro. Let me be the giant monkey carrying a screaming woman.
Ow!
I'm a giant monkey.
Ow!
And I'm carrying
my back! My
a
back!
screaming woman.
My back! My back! Ow! Put me down! Jesus Christ!
She can't hang, boys. She can't hang. She can't hang.
Began to
It's
gain
fine.
widespread popularity in media of all kinds.
She can't
Notably,
hang.
Tarzan's love interest, Jane, is captured by a brutish primate in Edgar Rice Burroughs' 1912 pulp adventure, Tarzan and the Apes. In 1930, Walt Disney used this meme in an early Mickey Mouse cartoon called The Gorilla Mystery. The imagery was even exploited by the US military.
Wait a minute. Is the giant monkey endangering a white woman? Like, wait, hold up. Stop saying age, bro. No, stop it. No. What the hell? But I was gonna say, was this like them subtly talking about, back then they didn't like black people. You remember they would put them on the trees if they looked at a white woman a certain way. Is this like an evolution of that? Because low key, I can see it.
50 years later would set the stage for the damsel in distress trope to become a foundational element in video games as a medium. First, Paramount Pictures
is King Kong just an allegory for the black man stealing the white woman?
Introduced their animated series Popeye the Sailor to cinema audiences. The formula for most shorts would involve Popeye rescuing a kidnapped Olive Oyl. Second, in March of that year, RKO Pictures releases its groundbreaking hit film King Kong, in which a giant ape abducts a young woman and is eventually killed while trying to keep possession of her. Fast forward to 1981.
Yeah, low-key, I think this should be a different type of video. Instead of it talking like tropes, like how this storyline, it's like, why specifically monkeys? Why is it specifically monkeys? And there's like so many iterations of
Nintendo entrusted a young designer named Shigeru Miyamoto with the task of creating a new arcade game for the American market. Originally, the project was conceived of as a game starring Popeye the Sailor. But when Nintendo wasn't able to secure the rights, Miyamoto created his own characters to fill the void, heavily influenced by the movie King Kong.
Because like King Kong came out in 1930s, and the 1930s are not good for people like me, bro.
Game's hero Jumpman was tasked with rescuing a damsel named the Lady.
If I had a time machine, I would not go.
In later versions,
I would not go any time before 2002, bro.
Although Donkey Kong is perhaps the most famous early
90s
arcade game to feature the damsel in distress, it wasn't the first time Miyamoto employed the trope. 2 years earlier, he had a hand in designing a 1979 arcade game called Sheriff. In it, a vague female-shaped collection of pixels, referred to as the Beauty, must be rescued from a pack of bandits. The hero is then rewarded with a smooch of victory for his bravery in the end. A few years later, Miyamoto recycled his Donkey Kong character designs. Pauline became the template for a new damsel named Princess Toadstool, and Jumpman became a certain very famous plumber.
Oh, don't tell me you hate Mario, bro. One time I played the Wii, I was in love with it. Bro, the Wii? Bro. Like, the Switch doesn't compare to the Wii. Like you can still use these like Wii remotes, but no, the feeling of holding up a TV remote to your TV and like just nothing can ever beat that, bro. You can't even do that with the Switch. Like the Wii literally came with a sensor specifically for the remote. Like there's nothing else that will ever top that time and how that console felt. But ain't no way
Princess
she's
Peach
hating
is in
on
many
Mario.
ways the quintessential stock character version of the damsel in distress. The ill-fated princess appears
Yeah,
in 14
we had, like,
of the
60
core
different
Super Mario
games.
Brothers platformer games,
Nice.
and she's kidnapped in 13 of them. The North American release of Super Mario Bros. 2 in 1988 remains the only game in the core series in which Peach is not kidnapped,
Well, is there
and also
any
the
in
only game in which she's a playable character. Though it should be noted, it wasn't originally created to be a Mario game at all. The game was originally released in Japan under a completely different title called Yumi Kojo Doki Doki Panic, which roughly translates to Dream Factory Heart Pounding Panic.
Doki Doki means heart. Oh, so Doki Doki Literature Club is
Nintendo
just
of America
heart
thought that the
literature.
original Japanese release of
I'm
Super
not
Mario
saying
Bros.
that
2
would
was
be
too
good.
difficult and too similar to the first
Literature.
game, so they reskinned and redesigned Doki Doki Panic to star Mario and Luigi instead. However, the Japanese game already had 4 playable characters.
Yeah, Princess Peach became one of those. Wait,
So
where
the
is
designers
she
opted to
going with
include
this?
Toad and the princess.
You know
who
what?
showed that she
I gotta say I'm impressed. She actually did her research for these videos because she probably took the backlash from her show series back then and did her research for games. Because there's a lot of stuff that the average Gen Z don't know
slots,
about this.
building directly on top of the pre-existing character models.
Oh, my
So
bad.
really, if we're honest, Peach is kind of accidentally playable in this one. Still, she had the awesome ability to
She's
float
still
for short
playable,
distances, which
though.
came in really handy.
Wait.
especially
Wait. This was one of the first times you had a playable female character in a game. And instead of being like, wow, it's progressive and they're allowing it and this is like a good thing, you're saying like, oh yeah, it was like a mistake. Like, no, nigga, it was not a mistake.
levels. Sadly, Peach has never been a playable character again in the main franchise, even with newer games that feature
In the main franchise, but what are you talking about? Literally, you can play as Peach in the Mario Party games, but just because it's not the Super Mario, the title Super Mario Bros. Not Super Mario Bros. In Peach.
4 player options like the new Super Mario Bros. Wii and Wii U, the princess is still excluded from the action. She's been replaced with another Toad instead, as to allow Nintendo to force her back into the damsel role again and again.
Well, if it's essential
Peach
to
does
the
of course
story,
appear in many spin-offs such as the Mario Party, Mario Sports, and Mario Kart series, as
it's
well
like, ah, yes, I want to play as the princess they save at the end of the game. What, is she supposed to save herself? That doesn't make any sense.
as the Super Smash Bros. Nintendo Universe crossover fighting games. However, all of these spin-offs fall well outside of the core Super Mario series of platformers.
You see how she made that argument? Oh, she appears in all of these other games around that time, but she doesn't appear in the main games. Because she's somewhere else in the story. What are you complaining
She is the star of only one
about?
adventure, and we'll get to that a little later. One way to think about damsel character.
Yeah, because you think if they made Princess Peach, like the Princess Peach games 1 through 40, like they made like 40 different versions of the Peach game, they're going to consistently have the same amount of people buying it and playing it? No. Because that appeals to a specific audience. They want to make money, so they appeal to the one that they're for sure. Because I'm pretty sure if enough dudes were asking for Mario, how did we go to monkeys to
Is via
Mario?
what's called the subject-object dichotomy.
Donkey
In the
Kong.
simplest
Oh, you don't even know about the story of Mario. That's how young you are. Hey, yo, why is this bro open? Bro's opening up Firefox. What is he doing? What is happening? Oh my god, this video's not even playing it on like... He's playing it on his computer. That's so cool. Okay. But yeah, in the original, the first time we ever see Mario as a character, he was playing against Donkey Kong. So Donkey Kong was like the last major monkey. And then now we're talking about Mario. Genuinely have lost the plot.
terms subjects act and objects are acted upon. The subject is the protagonist, the one who the story is centered on, and the one doing most of the action. In video games, this is almost always the main playable character, and the one from whose perspective most of the story is seen. So the damsel trope typically makes men the subject of narratives, while relegating women to the role of object.
This is such a dishonest argument. Hey, the game... Oh, I didn't even realize that was Retro that said that. Retro, what's up? I already know you left, bro. I'm gonna hit you up on the Discord. Oh, there is no money inside the checking. Or there isn't enough in the checking. We love this. And we are good. But this is such a dishonest argument. Back to what I was saying. Oh, you know this piece of media that is made specifically for a specific demographic? Yeah, I'm gonna complain about them not making games featuring or like focusing on a different demographic. You think in 1983, how many girls were buying a Nintendo Entertainment System? Actually, how many people? Because it wasn't everybody buying it. That was like little kids, like no older than 10 getting that stuff for Christmas because those were toys. So like, come on, bro. Everybody forgets games or like the little Game Boy. It's literally in the name, Game Boy. Like a lot of those things back then literally created as a toy for boys. Like girls get Barbies, the boys get Game Boys, but let's complain about it instead.
This is a form of objectification because as objects, damseled women are being acted upon, most often becoming or reduced to a prize to be won, a treasure to be found, or a goal to be achieved. The brief intro sequence accompanying many classic arcade games tends to reinforce the framing of women as a possession that's been stolen from the protagonist. The hero's fight to retrieve his stolen property then provides the lazy justification for the actual
girls
gameplay.
gave Barbies.
At its heart, the damsel trope is not really about women at all. She simply becomes the central object
back
in a competition.
back in the 70s, I would not be surprised if they were giving kids beer because a lot of people born around that time, kind of questionable.
Between men, at least in its traditional incarnations. I've heard it said that in the game of patriarchy, women are not the opposing team, they are the ball. So for example, we can think of the Super Mario franchise.
So do you... What? You do know what you're insinuating, right? You're insinuating that they should be the opposing team, but no, they're...
There's a grand game being played between Mario and Bowser, and Princess Peach's
This is
role
like
is
me
essentially
hate
that of the ball.
watching a video that I watched years ago. This is
The two men
literally
are
what
tossing
I'm
her back
doing.
and forth over the course of the main series, each trying to keep and take possession of the damsel ball.
I see her argument and where it comes from if you have that specific mindset. But you think the solution, like in your head, just take a breather. Bro, my dad's coming to pick me up. Hey, let's go. Oh yeah. Oh, wait a minute. It's a Friday. Okay, I see. I got you, bro. Your secret's safe with me. I won't say it out loud. But what was I saying? Damn. Yeah, rather than be the ball, you'd rather go up against them. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. Like, who says you're the ball? Why are you the ball? Like, that's not the entire story. The entire story is not, oh, Mario has to go get the princess because that's his ball. They're not even together. Mario and Peach in the official story are not even boyfriend girlfriend, so they're literally just friends.
Invent the damsel in distress. The popularity of their Save the Princess formula essentially set the standard for the industry. The trope quickly became the go-to motivational hook for developers, as it provided an easy way to tap into adolescent male power fantasies in order to sell more games to young straight boys and men.
If anything, Daisy and Luigi are together.
Please help me,
Like, that's more
Throughout the 80s and 90s, the trope became so prevalent that it would be nearly impossible to mention them all. There were literally hundreds of examples showing up in platformers,
from the original game with Donkey
first-person
Kong.
shooters, and role-playing games alike.
She didn't even mention Pauline like that. She just said, oh, another character that, like, Pauline. Oh, I forgot. This video came out in 2013. She doesn't know about Super Mario Odyssey. Never mind. See, because of her, we have Pauline in the position she's in Super Mario Odyssey, which isn't a bad thing. It's not a bad thing because they actually do it well. It's like, when it comes to, like, being quote-unquote woke, when Asian niggas do it in their properties, I like it. It's not bad because they know how to tell a story and incorporate that. But the niggas in America, they don't know how to write the stories anymore. They're trying too hard to tell you something that it's not supposed to be. Because, oh, instead of, hey, this is going to inspire little girls everywhere to help someone in need. No, this is just a movie about Supergirl running around and just trying to save her dog, but she's an ass the entire time. Like, you're not even making a movie for the girls. Who are you making it for?
Let's take a
I'm
quick
on my
moment to clear up
swing
some
right
common
now,
misconceptions
bro.
about
Oh,
this
you're
trope.
swinging?
As a plot device, the damsel in distress is often grouped with
Is it
other
like a
separate
tire
tropes,
swing?
including the designated victim, the heroic rescue, and the smooch of victory. However, it's important to remember
Oh,
that these associated conventions are not
my
necessarily
bad. She didn't only kiss him one time. I thought he only got kissed in Nintendo 64. But still, a simple kiss doesn't mean
a part
anything.
of the damsel in distress trope itself.
You don't have little Marios and Peaches running around in any story, so you already know nothing's happened.
So the
like
woman
that.
in question may or may not
There's
play the
no
victim role for the
descendants. They're all
entire
the
game
same
or
people.
series, while our brave hero may or may not be successful in his rescue attempt. All that is really required to fulfill the damsel in distress trope is for a female character to be reduced to a state of helplessness from which she requires rescuing by a typically male hero for the benefit of his story arc.
Oh, okay, bet.
This brings us to the other famous Nintendo princess. In 1986, Shigeru Miyamoto doubled down on his damsel in distress formula with the NES release of The Legend of Zelda.
What do you mean double down? Oh my, yo, this is the worst video for me to watch. I'm such a nerd for Zelda that I already know what she's gonna say doesn't make sense, because the literal story behind Zelda is that the princess, whose name is Zelda, is this very important thing with powers that, like, she's the Triforce of Wisdom. Like, she represents wisdom. How the hell are you gonna say, like, what could you possibly say to actually send the point home that, hey, The Legend of Zelda is anti-woman? She's literally three characters. She's very important. It's literally the hero, which is courage, power, which is evil. If it's just power in a vacuum, is technically evil, because, you know, energy without direction is not good. So you got courage, power, and then up top you got wisdom. You need the wisdom to know to be courageous and to know how to use your powers. They're stupid. Do I gotta sell drugs now because getting a job is hard as fuck? Dom, not gonna lie, I thought Zelda was Link. No, Zelda is not Link. I thought so too when I first heard of it. But Zelda's the princess. The Legend of Zelda is the legend of the princess because she's a descendant of a goddess, right? She's a. Let me go to my main camera. Zelda is the descendant of the goddess Hylia, and she gets reincarnated every year, or not every year. That Zelda dies every year. No, Zelda gets reincarnated, but her original spirit is the goddess Hylia. She's a goddess. How is that anti-woman? How is that anti-woman? That doesn't make any sense. But she's gonna, because Link has to save her. Link only has to save her because the story of Link is to teach you, hey, you should be courageous to make a change. But you're gonna complain because, oh no, the all smart princess is in danger. The only reason why she's in danger is because if she's gone, it's over. Listen, Zelda can do everything her damn self. She's also Sheik. Exactly. But the thing is, the way how the Triforce is set up, the wielder of the Triforce of Courage has to take down the evil wielder of the Triforce of Power, and the Triforce of Wisdom guides them. That's why it's called The Legend of Zelda. Zelda is the fucking guide. But no, the stupid white bitch wants to complain about something.
This was the first in what would become one of the most beloved action-adventure franchises of all time.
The Legend of Zelda continues. Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link, Nintendo. Now you're playing with
I'm not even gonna lie. Zelda 2 was, like, when I tell you, I played every single Zelda game. I played the first one, but it's really hard. I played on emulator, obviously. The second one, we're not even gonna talk about a second one. I think the only one I haven't played is Four Swords and Phantom Hourglass, actually. I never finished Wind Waker. I didn't play the new Zelda game. I played everyone. Even the Hyrule Warrior games, I play them. Do I finish them? I don't know. But for the main series, I played majority of them.
Games spanning a quarter century. All of the incarnations of
Ocarina of Time is the best one ever.
Possessed, turned to stone.
Loki, I always say this whenever the topic of Ocarina of Time comes up. Ocarina of Time, in terms of playing the game, best game ever. In terms of story, Majora's Mask. Majora's Mask is the best story ever for a Zelda game. I don't care what anybody says. Twilight Princess is a close second, but Majora's Mask, top tier. Top tier. Bro, let me show off real quick. Okay. I got this from a convention. Oh, I wasn't gonna pull the sword out. I could though. But look at this. It's literally Twilight Princess and Majora's Mask. This is Midna. This is the Majora's Mask, and this is the moon that's gonna pack everybody up. Like, we are true to this shit. We're not new to this shit. Look at this over here. Bro, when I tell you, the tism is strong with this one, bro. You see this? Look at it. From this angle, like, the tism is strong with this one. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. Is this thing not gonna fit? Okay. I got way more stuff. Oh, Wishi actually jumped up for once. Hey, Wishi. And she got down. She's camera shy. She knows when the camera's on. She never comes up here like that when the camera's on. But watch, as soon as well, you can't watch. As soon as I'm done with the stream, she's coming right back.
Or otherwise disempowered at some point.
Disempowered. Oh no, the MacGuffin of the story. The MacGuffin of... So, please, riddle me this, Anita. You're never gonna watch this. But... how would the story still be good if Zelda was just running around? No, she won't. She will never see this video. If she... Sophia, what's that smell? You got a new one? Yeah. Oh. But yeah, riddle me this. For the exception of Ocarina of Time, because that one, Zelda was running about. She was just hiding herself as a different character, which... she's probably going to make a... if she does not make a note of Zelda as Sheik... What do you mean you don't know that? That's like over 30 years ago. Oh my god, 1996 was 30 years ago. Thank god I wasn't born yet. Zelda's gallivanting around.
Zelda has never been the star in her own adventure, nor been a true playable character in the core series.
You know what? I forgive her. 30 years Pokemon. Yeah, they both came out in 1996. Ocarina of Time and Pokemon. But, oh yeah, and Zelda is 40 years old this year because it came out in 1986. Damn, I feel... oh my god. Where's my coffin, bro? I need the casket. But... damn, I'm getting old. Oh yeah, Dom, you're older than me, so yeah, if I'm Unk, yikes, where's your kids, bro? Where's your family at, bro?
However, it must be said that not all damsels are created equal, and Zelda is occasionally given a more active or integral role to play than her counterpart.
Oh yeah, at the time, she did not have her own standalone game, so her argument does stand for the time of this video.
Part in the Mushroom Kingdom. Unlike Peach, Zelda is not completely defined by her role as Ganondorf's perpetual kidnap victim, and in a few later games, she even rides the line between damsel and sidekick. Remember, the damsel in distress's plot device is something that happens to a female character, and not necessarily something a character is from start to finish. Once in a while, she might be given the opportunity to have a slightly more active role in facilitating the hero's quest, typically by opening doors, giving hints, power-ups, and other helpful items.
My lady, do you not know how games work? If you can't enter an area, the game's done. You can't do shit. So Zelda literally pushes the plot forward. Shut the fuck up. Oh, I wish I had my soundboard.
Indeed, Zelda is at her best.
When she takes the you know what? When I post the video, I got you guys. I got the perfect reaction gift for that part.
For the first 3 quarters of the game. Disguised as Sheik, she is a helpful and active participant in the adventure, and she's shown to be more than capable.
Okay, she does mention Sheik.
However, as soon as she transforms back into her more stereotypically feminine form of Princess Zelda, she's captured within 3 minutes. Literally.
What do you think is gonna happen next in the story, Anita? What do you think? She's just gonna walk around, run around? Oh, did she? Is this the video? Yes! It's literally... I literally have this saved.
Shut up, bitch!
Literally, that exact clip.
This is perfect. This is a perfect...
Whoa, this is not what I was watching. Thank God I was not showing it.
3 minutes. I timed it.
You timed it in 3 minutes?
Her rescue then becomes central to the end of Link's...
This is peak unemployed behavior back in 2013. And it makes sense because 2008 housing crisis. But like, my God.
West. Similarly, in The Wind Waker,
Chronically Online
Tetra is a
takes
feisty
back
and
then was
impressive young
crazy.
pirate captain. But as soon as she's revealed to be and transformed into her more stereotypically feminine form of Princess Zelda, she's told that she's no longer allowed to accompany Link on the adventure because it's suddenly too dangerous for her. She's ordered to...
Oh yeah, you know the person. Hey, there's a piece of the Triforce. Back to me, bro. There's a piece of the Triforce running around trying to gather the other two pieces. Hey Link, you're the Triforce of courage. Zelda, you're the Triforce of wisdom. Now that it's revealed that you guys are who you are, you guys should stay together so when the Triforce of power comes in and incapacitates the princess and then incapacitates Link, the story's over. So, what happens? Come on, class, what happens? The hero has to defeat the... Oh my God, that's how it works. In all three roles, that's literally the story. That's literally the story. Any story. Mario, hero, to defeat Bowser, the powerful villain. And then, what is in between them? What's the thing that's like... The kingdom without Peach isn't gonna work. And the world without Zelda is gonna go to demise. But no. We don't understand storytelling, boys. We don't understand that you need a protagonist, an antagonist, and the reason. My bad, the woman's the reason. If the woman's the protagonist, the woman being the protagonist still makes them the reason because the protagonist themselves is also the reason why the story happens. So either way, you're just complaining about nothing.
Wait in the castle, which she does until she's eventually kidnapped, while waiting obediently in the same spot.
Literally, the protagonists are the reason why the story happens, and the antagonist is the reason why the story also happens. Because if the antagonist doesn't antagonize the protagonist, nothing happens.
It is noteworthy that in the very last stage of the boss battle, she does help Link fight Ganondorf for a few brief minutes, which is a refreshing change. However, the next time Tetra's
She
incarnation
always
appears,
helps him. She always helps him. Bro, this was after Twilight Princess came out. She literally helps him with the bow. You're
2007's The Phantom Hourglass, she's kidnapped immediately during the intro. Later, she's turned to stone and then kidnapped for a second time. It's disappointing that even with her moments of heroism, Zelda is still damseled. She is removed from the action, pushed aside, and made helpless at least once in every game she appears in.
She helps him some way, shape, or form in every single... Because that's the point of her. Without her, nothing would happen. So you need this nigga, you need this mute nigga, Link, to make sure she exists. Because without her, nothing exists. But nah, we're going to complain about it.
This brings us to one of the core reasons why the trope is so problematic and pernicious for women's representations.
Ooh, we using big words, pernicious.
The damsel in distress is not just a synonym for weak. Instead, it works by ripping away the power from female characters, even helpful or seemingly capable ones. No matter what we're told about their magical abilities, skills, or strengths, they're still ultimately captured or otherwise incapacitated and then must wait for rescue. Distilled down to its essence, the plot device works by trading the disempowerment of female characters for the empowerment of male characters.
And what do we have today, boys? Every single male character becomes drunk, like a drunk alcoholic stepdad who's just evil and hates everyone, and then he dies, he leaves the story, and then we have a girl character who's just strong for no reason. You don't see them training, you don't see them getting their ass beat ever. They just win, and they have a shitty attitude the entire fucking time. I can name so many movies right now. Number 1, Supergirl, Star Wars. I'm not going to say Mad Max Fury Road because she actually wasn't a piece of shit. She was actually just trying to survive. Damn, this is looking bad. I only named 3. Oh wait. Fucking Arcane. Arcane can be another one. Even though that's not them getting rid of an older... But you know what I mean. Like, a lot of... Even the newer stories... The men in the, like, Masters of the Universe, He-Man's a bumbling idiot. The plot just happens because the plot needs to happen. They make him stupid. Transformers, Autobots don't have genders, so that's why it's the best series ever. I can't wait for the next Transformers movie to come out. That's where we end on that conversation. We love Transformers around here.
Let's compare the damsel to the archetypal hero myth, in which a typical
Captain Marvel and the Marvels. There we go, boom.
Character
That's
may
like
occasionally
6.
also be harmed, incapacitated, or briefly imprisoned at some point during their
The
journey.
Last of Us.
In these
Yeah, but they technically don't have genders. Like, I think the only reason why they say he and she is because they're on Earth, but they're fucking robots. Like, they don't have sex.
Situations, the character relies on their intelligence, cunning, and skill to engineer their own escape.
That's better.
Or, you know, just punching a hole in the prison wall works too. The point is, they're ultimately able to gain back their own freedom. In fact, that process of overcoming the ordeal is an important step in the protagonist's transformation into a heroic figure. A damseled woman, on the other hand, is shown as incapable of escaping the predicament on her own, and then must wait for a savior to come and do it for her. In this way, the damsel's ordeal is not her own. Instead, it's framed as a trial for the hero to overcome.
That is storytelling 101. Because in every story, yes, this is a perfect. I wish I could open up like a paint app and just draw a mask over this for like a tape so we don't so she stops talking. But yeah, storytelling 101. What is the cause for the story? If someone's not in danger in the story doesn't happen. Something has to be endangered. And the easiest thing to put in danger is the most vulnerable version of a human. We can't have a bunch of movies about babies about to die, or like a bunch of games with babies about to die and get packed up, because that's too extreme. So the next best thing, a pretty girl. Nobody wants anything bad to happen to the pretty girl. Oh no, something bad's gonna happen to the pretty girl. Big strong man saves her. And she doesn't get hurt. How is that bad? How is that wrong? I don't understand what's the problem with that. How is that wrong?
Consequently, the trope robs women in peril from the opportunity of being the architects of their own escape, and therefore prevents them from becoming archetypal heroes themselves.
Okay, you know what? She makes a good point with that. But that's a different type of game. That's why they do have female characters in a lot of games who it doesn't really matter. Because same thing for you can make the same argument for Joel. Instead of Joel getting packed up and like beaten by a golf club, why didn't he just use his 65-year-old old man strength and beat everyone in that room? Like, why didn't he just do that? Right? He's a big, strong man. But this video came out back in 2013. So what's a different example I could use for 2013? I don't know. Exactly. He could have just fought back. But you know, for the story to happen, you see they do it in reverse and nobody likes it. Oh my God. You know the thing I was complaining about? They always make the story about the woman being endangered and the man going to save her. All right. Last of Us Part 2. The woman is in the position where she needs to save the man and the man dies. And nobody liked the story. Okay, the new God of War. The new God of War. I mean, even though that 2026. No, I'm just saying in general. Like, she made the argument. She's complaining about it. And I'm saying, okay, we made a project now that does the things you said. And nobody likes it. Like, she was making these videos to fix the industry, but instead nobody likes it. Cuz they made multiple games. And I'm not to say that every single game where if you're a female protagonist, the person you're trying to save dies, because that also happens in male stories. Someone along the way, Aunt May died in Spider-Man multiple times in the comics, like. But it's just, when the roles are reversed, they can write it, because Tomb Raider. Who hates Tomb Raider? Who hates Resident Evil? Claire Redfield. Jill Valentine. You see, bro. And the properties that I'm naming right now existed in the late 90s and early 2000s. She's just complaining for no reason.
Today, many old-school damsel games are being resurrected for modern platforms, services, and mobile devices, as publishers are in a rush to cash in on gaming nostalgia and capitalize on any recognizable characters from years gone by. For example, Sega's 1993 platformer Sonic CD, featuring a damseled Amy Rose, has been enhanced and made available for download on a wide variety of modern platforms.
I could go into autistic detail about Sonic as well, but that's a headache. There's so much.
Jordan Mechner's famous Karateka and Prince of Persia games, originally released for the Apple II home computer in the 1980s, have both seen modern HD.
The last Prince of Persia game we got technically isn't even a Prince of Persia game.
And the 1983 animated Laserdisc game Dragon's Lair with ditzy Princess Daphne has been ported to just about
That
every
game is
system
literally, you're retarded. You're retarded. You're retarded. That game is literally made to be satire.
imaginable.
That game's literally made to be satire.
The cage is locked with a key. The dragon keeps
It the animation style is literally like an adult animation from the 80s. This is like The Simpsons. Like, this is the type of show you'd see. This is the type of animation you'd use for a show like that. So you can obviously tell this is supposed to be satire.
Remember Pauline?
Thinking about it, those types of game like Dragon's Lair back then is the equivalent of GTA in our day. Wait, I'm gonna make it make sense. The games back then featured things that would be considered unconventional to do, and people liked it. It wasn't about, oh, this is a story, you should go and do this. Like, you had to... Wait, you didn't have anything on?
I didn't have any pants on.
Oh. This girl wants me to get banned. Why she run like that? Because she doesn't have pants on. Anyways, back
Damsel
to the video.
classic Donkey Kong arcade? Well, she's also been revived. First in 1994's Donkey Kong for the Game Boy, and later in the Mario vs. Donkey Kong series for the Nintendo DS. Each game features a rehashing of the old excuse plot, with Pauline being whisked away by the giant ape during the opening credits.
Oh, now you mentioned Pauline.
The now iconic opening seconds of the 1987
Yeah, I
beat 'em up
can't
arcade
lie.
game
The,
Double Dragon
like,
has Marion...
the story be as dumbed down with the whole Pauline thing. If body paint is allowed on Twitch, then you find broski LMAO. Shut up, nigga. You just want to see ass. You think you slick? You think you slick? Nah, I just see my girls out. Okay, respect. Dap me up, bruh. Dap me up through the screen. Come on, bruh. Come on, bruh. Yeah, there we go.
Being punched in the stomach, thrown over the shoulder of a thug, and carried away. In several versions, her panties are clearly shown to the player while she's being abducted. The game has been remade, re-released, and ported to dozens of systems over the past 25 years.
Okay.
Ensuring that Marion will be battered and damseled for...
Okay, you know what? The examples she's giving right now are actually good, because when it's that blatant, I'm not saying there's a problem with it, because at the end of the day, if I'm a dude and I'm playing this game, I'm playing it for that specific reason. But I can see, oh yeah, you know what? I went to college. I want to make a change in the world. Oh, look, this game has a trope that I don't like. I'm going to change that.
For each new generation to enjoy.
Like, Anita Sarkeesian would have done a net positive to society if she decided to, like, go do charity work in Cambodia. But no, she decided to fuck up the way we make movies and shit.
Most recently, Double Dragon Neon in 2012 reintroduced new gamers to this regressive crap yet again, this time in full HD.
Keep that in mind. A lot of people that complain about shit,
the pattern of presenting women as fundamentally weak, ineffective, or ultimately incapable has
that's kind of
beyond
hypocritical coming from me.
the characters themselves and the specific games they inhabit. We have to remember that these games don't exist in a vacuum. They are an increasingly important and influential part of our larger social and cultural ecosystem. The reality is, this trope is being used in a real-world context where backwards sexist attitudes are already rampant. It's a sad fact that a large percentage of the world's population still clings to the deeply sexist belief that women as a group need to be sheltered, protected, and taken care of by men. The belief that women are somehow a naturally weaker gender is a deeply ingrained, socially constructed myth, which of course is completely false. But the notion is reinforced and perpetuated when women are continuously portrayed as frail, fragile, and vulnerable creatures. Just to be clear, I'm not saying that all games that use the damsel in distress as a plot device are automatically sexist or have no value. But it's undeniable that popular culture is a powerful influence in our lives, and the damsel in distress trope as a recurring trend does help to normalize extremely toxic, patronizing, and paternalistic attitudes about women. Now, I grew up on Nintendo. I've been a fan of the Mario and Zelda franchises for most of my life, and they'll always have a special place in my heart, as I'm sure is true for a great number of gamers out there. But it's still important to recognize and think critically about the more problematic aspects, especially considering many of these franchises are as popular as ever, and the characters have become worldwide icons. The good news is that there's nothing stopping developers from evolving their gender representations and making more women heroes in their future games. It'd be great to finally see Zelda, Sheik, and Tetra as the protagonists of their own games. And not just mobile DS games, I'm talking full-on console adventures.
We did it.
Okay, so we've established that the damsel in distress trope is one of the most widely used gendered cliches in the history of video games, and has been core to the popularization and development of gaming as a medium. But what about more modern games? Has anything changed in the past 10 years? Well, stay tuned for part 2, where I'll be looking at more contemporary examples of the damsel in distress trope. We'll look at all the dark and edgy twists and turns and see how the convention has been used and abused right up until today. Then we'll check out some games where developers have tried to flip the script on the damsel. I would like to extend a big thank you to all of my backers on Kickstarter who have continued to...
Yeah. Anybody that pays you on Kickstarter, I wonder how their life's doing right now. But that's part 1. I could be nice, and obviously for my viewers on Twitch, I'm going to be nice to them. They're here. They're off work. They're probably just chilling. They want to watch something. So I'm going to still keep it for them. But for those you over on YouTube that isn't live, the video ends here. And I'm going to cut it right there. All right. Now that we're... It looks so white outside.
You want some, babe?
Oh, your mom just dropped it off?
Baby, some food.
And it was outside?
She just dropped it off.
Oh, okay.
It's salami, fried cheese, and tostado.
What? No, I asked you the question, and you answered it like two questions later.
The question was,
did your mom just drop off the food?
Yeah, and I said yes. It was
No, you didn't say yes. You said I got some food, and I was like, was it outside? And you said, oh, she just dropped it off. So one question later. Mind you, I did... Let me pull it back out again. I did take a bite out of this, so I'm a little bit retarded right now. Oh, I can't say that word. I'm such a retard for saying it. So tostones with cheese and salami?
fried cheese, you want some?
Yeah. I'm gonna...
Wait, I'll give you whole one instead.
Oh, okay.
I love you. Give me a kiss.
That's good. Oh, even Dom says that looks good. See, those on YouTube isn't going to see the part where I'm eating. Because I was going to say, I'm going to eat this. Now add a jalapeno. Ooh, that would have been good.
A jalapeno?
Mm-hmm. Or like some... No, banana peppers would change the entire flavor.
Peppers is so good.
But with this? I don't know.
I feel like I'm about to die.
What happened?
I got a sharp pain in my chest.
That's God smiting her right now. He knows what you did.
What did I do?
I don't know. God knows. That's why you're feeling a pain in your chest.
It's because I'm eating too fast.
See, you know what you did. You're eating too fast. That's gluttony. Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to start the next video with me just eating that. Actually, no, I should. Sorry, I'm going to be obnoxious as fuck with it too. But yeah, part 2. Oh, do I have to actually go to the channel to find part 2? Oh, no. Oh, I have to scroll all the way down. Because I have it full screen. Alright.
Welcome to the second episode in our multi-part series exploring the roles and representations of women in video games.
Because I said I'm going to be obnoxious
plot
with it.
devices and patterns most commonly associated with women in gaming from a systemic, big-picture perspective. Over the course of this series, I will be offering critical analysis of many popular games.
What is this? What is she talking about now?
And characters, but please keep in mind that it's both possible and even necessary to simultaneously enjoy a piece of media while also being critical of its more problematic or pernicious aspects. I just want to caution viewers that as we delve into more modern games, we'll be discussing examples that employ some particularly gruesome and graphic depictions of violence against women. I'll do my best to only show what is necessary.
Gruesome violence against women? Oh, because the people that they made the games for. Look, think about it this way. This is how the generations of gaming worked. This is the part where people say I sound like a nerd every time I talk about it. So I think the current generation of games that we're on is Generation 9. Because PS4 was Generation 8. PS3 was Generation 3. PS2, Gen 6. That's how it works. Around the time of Generation 6, the same kids that they made the Nintendo Entertainment Systems for, they're now older. They're like 18, 20, college, probably graduated college because, you know, early 2000s, late 90s. So they start making games for older demographic now. So now the people that started playing Mario, shocker, now play God of War. Wow. So she's probably going to complain about, oh, the more mature themes in games just showed like extreme violence to women. Everything in those games are going to be more extreme. Like, come on. I just know at this 43-year-old woman at this point in time, It's probably clutching her pearls at GTA 6.
This episode does come with a trigger warning. It's also recommended
Because
that
I know everybody playing that game, day one is going to pick up a hooker and pew pew.
parents preview the video
At
first
least
before
one
sharing
time. You
with
got to
young
do it at
children.
least once.
In our
Everybody
previous
does that.
episode, we explored the history of the damsel in
you ever done
distress
that in
and how
GTA?
the trope became so
Yeah. Oh my god. Sophia doesn't even know about the prostitutes in GTA.
I mean, I know they're strippers, but like.
No, you can like pick up a girl in the car, get like... You didn't know that? It's been in every single one since San Andreas. Like, I can make you do it on the Switch right now. I'm being so dead ass. But on the older games, literally all you see is the car jumping. Like, the car just jumps up and down. But they had a whole... They had a whole hot coffee mod. I'm surprised you don't know any of this. Like, there was literally a sex minigame, but they took it out of the game. Because San Andreas, when it first came out, was rated adults only. It wasn't mature 17. Because that was in the game files. Like, I'm pretty sure the version of... Yeah, I have San Andreas on my computer. I could... If I could find the mod, I could install it and show you.
Sounds crazy.
Yes, and it's like very detailed.
Yeah, I don't want to see that.
It's very like okay, it's very detailed, but it's that graphics. But you don't see like actual like penis. You don't see that.
I just see titties.
Yeah, they're naked and you see them like actually going up at like different positions and shit. It looks so weird. It looks so weird.
Flashbacks.
Yeah.
If I had a gun right now.
Huh?
If I had a gun right now.
What, you'd shoot me?
Yes.
Oh, flashbacks of the hot coffee mod on GTA.
Yo.
What? She's gonna fight
Where's
me.
the passion?
Passion in what?
My case. Yay!
That's so fake.
It is?
Were you being real?
Yeah.
Oh.
You know what? Who are you watching?
Same lady complaining.
The same lady you're watching like two.
pervasive in classic era games from the 80s and early 90s. We also explored some of the core reasons why damsel
people are
characters are so
talking about her
problematic
again,
as
so it makes
representations of women.
sense.
So if you haven't seen it yet, please check that one out before continuing to watch this one. As a trope, the
Oh, my bad. I have her volume all the way down.
damsel in distress is a plot device
now
in which
I
a
wanna
female
shoot my
character is
ears
placed in
out.
a perilous situation from which she cannot escape on her own and then must be rescued by a male character,
This was
usually
her
providing
back
an
in
incentive or
2013.
motivation for the protagonist's quest. Now, it
When
might be
she was
tempting to
30.
think that the damsel in distress was just a product of its time, and that by now surely the trope must be a thing of the past.
Really?
Well, while we have seen a moderate increase in the number of playable
don't
female
see
characters,
these?
the plot device hasn't gone away. In fact, the damsel in distress has seen a bit of a resurgence in recent
No, you
years.
don't. Like, rest your face. What the fuck is that game? Okay, but look. Every single one of those games, a bunch of niggas bought it and played it, and they made a bunch of money.
Get me out of here.
Tell me I'm wrong. People like this. That Sonic one was kind of weird.
He's hurting me.
Rape score, they're not raping anyone.
Bullet in her head.
What a dear little bird you
What
are.
do you do when you put...
And that's just
I have you in my dungeon. I don't want you to run away. I tie you up.
the tip of the iceberg. Suffice it to say, the trope is alive and well even today. And since the majority of these titles still focus on delivering crude, unsophisticated male power fantasies, developers are largely unwilling to give up the damsel in distress as an easy default motivation for their brooding male heroes or anti-heroes. Remember that as a trope, the damsel in distress is a plot device used by writers, and not necessarily always just a one-dimensional character type entirely defined by victimhood. Now and then, damsel characters may be well-written, funny, dynamic, or likable.
I'm just trying to set you on fire through this stupid hat.
Okay. Now, see, this is what these people do, bro. They say, like, you know what? Every now and then, people like this stuff, but I don't like it for the other reason. But people like both. People like the games that you're complaining about, and the times that you acknowledge they made a game that you kind of like. People also like that too. So what's the problem?
Little brain you have.
However, this
We
extra
just love
character
hating
development
around
tends to
here.
make their eventual disempowerment all the more frustrating.
And of course, you picked
Damsels
the
on the more
ugliest
sassy
one.
end of the spectrum may struggle with their captors, or even attempt an escape on their own. But inevitably, their efforts always prove futile.
What damsel can, bro? Nobody can go up against Darth Vader. Everybody's a damsel to fucking Darth Vader.
Occasionally, they may
Anyone would be a damsel to these characters except for the hero.
be allowed to offer the hero a last-minute helping hand, or to kick the bad guy while he's down, but these moments are largely symbolic and typically only happen after the core adventure is over or the danger has passed. These token gestures of pseudo-empowerment don't really offer any meaningful change to the core of the trope, and it feels like developers just throw these moments in the last minute to try and excuse their continued reliance on the damsel in distress. Periodically, game developers may attempt to build a more fleshed-out relationship or emotional bond between the damsel character and the male protagonist.
Is there another...
In the most decidedly patronizing examples, depictions of female vulnerability are used as an easy way for writers to trigger an emotional reaction in male players.
Because there's males playing the game.
As we discussed in our first episode, when female characters are damseled, their ostensible
And females that do play the game also like the story, too.
agency is removed, and they're reduced to a state of victimhood. So narratives that frame intimacy, love, or romance as something that blossoms from or hinges upon the disempowerment and
This is what I don't like. Where there has to be a specific thing for everyone. We can universally like the same things. Boys and girls like Superman. Yes, they have Supergirl, not the movie. I feel like I bring it up way too much, but I'm probably the last person actually talking about it. But the character itself, everybody likes those characters in general. But it's when you try to change up stuff to fit a specific narrative that you're trying to preach, nobody likes it.
victimization of women are extremely troubling because they tend to reinforce the widespread regressive notion that women in vulnerable, passive, or subordinate positions are somehow desirable because of their powerlessness. Unfortunately, these types of stories also help to perpetuate the paternalistic belief that power imbalances within romantic relationships are appealing, expected, or normal. Okay, so we know that the damsel in distress is alive and well in gaming, but that's not the full picture. There's an even more insidious side to the story. Over the past decade, game
A medium that requires the player to have an input is going to keep that.
companies have been desperately searching for ways to stand out in a market increasingly oversaturated with very similar products.
It's
As a
not
consequence, we've seen a
oversaturated.
dramatic
People like
increase in
it.
the number of games attempting to cut through the clutter by being as dark and edgy as possible. So we've seen developers try to
people
spice
like
up the
that.
damsel in distress cliche
People
by
like
combining
when things are slightly darky. When things are slightly dark and edgy, people resonate with it because no matter where you're from, no matter what point in your life, that the concept of that is, I don't want to say attractive, but it's like people like to know what they shouldn't know. Like, I want to know what I don't know. And that's usually within the edgy. Because everybody knows the bright and fuzzy, nice parts of things because you're growing up as a kid. You're always supposed to, like, that's how the world around you is. Everything is nice and positive if you're in a good situation. So people gravitate towards the negative stuff because if you don't have any concept of the negative, how are you going to appreciate the positive?
it with other tropes that involve victimized women. I've identified a few of the most common of these trope cocktails, which join together multiple regressive
2026.
or negative representations of women, including the disposable woman, the mercy killing, and the woman in the refrigerator. The term women in refrigerators was coined in the late 1990s by comic book writer Gail Simone to describe the trend of female comic book characters who are routinely brutalized or killed off as a plot device designed to move the male character's story arc forward. The trope name comes from Green Lantern issue number 54, in which the superhero returns home to find his girlfriend murdered and stuffed inside his refrigerator. This trading of female characters' lives for something meant to resemble male character development is of course part of a long media tradition, but the gruesome death of women for shock value is especially prevalent in modern gaming. The women in refrigerator trope is used as the cornerstone of some of the most famous contemporary video games. It provides the core motivational hook behind both the Max Payne and the God of War series, for example.
My wife, my child.
In each case, the
Who
protagonist's
else
wife
is
and daughter
in a man's life, in these stories, the reason why they do what they do is because someone dies. Or multiple people die. His brother died. We're not going to talk about that. At the point where this video came out, there's been stories of Kratos before he even met his wife. He started down this path because of his brother Deimos. But
are brutally murdered, and their deaths are then used by the developers as a pretext for their inevitable bloody revenge quest. It's interesting to note that the reverse scenario, games hinging on a woman vowing revenge for her murdered boyfriend or husband, are practically non-existent. The gender role reversal is so unusual that it borders on the absurd.
well, no, Wreck-It Ralph was not absurd. People liked it. People liked it. The first Wreck-It Ralph, people liked it.
Which is one of the reasons why the scene from Disney's Wreck-It Ralph is so humorous. I could do a very long video just exploring this one trope in gaming.
Yeah, it's a trope that doesn't really happen, and when it does happen, people still like it because it's like, oh, we want to see how it plays out. How's her personality different? And look at it. She was, I don't remember her name. The lady from Wreck-It Ralph, and every girl boss character since 2015, the girl in Wreck-It Ralph, People like her. Her personality makes sense. On your wedding day, your husband gets packed up by a horde of aliens. Yeah, I'm holding that grudge for the rest of my fucking life. That makes sense.
But today I want to look at how the woman in refrigerator is connected to the damsel in distress, and specifically the ways game developers have found to combine these two plot devices. One popular variation is to simply use both tropes in the same plotline, so as to have the male protagonist's wife stuffed in the fridge while his daughter is damseled. In Outlaws, your wife is brutally murdered and you then have to rescue your daughter.
Who did this?
They're taking Sarah.
In Kane and Lynch, your wife is brutally murdered and you then have to rescue your daughter.
I'll find them all before they find Jenny.
That's a story. Oh, she would hate anime, bro. She would hate anime.
Type 2, your wife is brutally murdered and you then have to rescue your daughter. In Inversion, your wife is brutally murdered and you then have to rescue your daughter.
Layla, where is she?
Yo, the way your wife is brutally murdered and then you have to rescue your daughter. That gotta be a soundboard, bro.
In Asura's Wrath, your wife is brutally murdered and you then have to rescue your daughter.
Save her.
In Dishonored, the Empress is brutally murdered and you then have to rescue her daughter, though it's heavily implied that she's your daughter too.
Find Emily. Protect her.
It's no coincidence that the fridge plot device and the damsel plot device work in much the same way. Both involve female characters who have been reduced to complete states of powerlessness by the narrative, one via kidnapping, the other via murder. The two plot devices used together then allow developers to exploit both the revenge motivation and the good old-fashioned save the girl motivation.
Okay, for a second,
Believe it or not,
I know that's Dishonored, but for a second I was like, is that Assassin's Creed?
There's another more insidious version of this particular trope hybrid, which I call the damsel in the refrigerator. Now, you may be asking yourself, how can a fridged woman still be in distress? Since by definition, being fridged usually sort of requires being dead. Well, here's how it works. The damsel in the refrigerator occurs when the hero's sweetheart is brutally murdered, and her soul is then trapped or abducted by the villain. This oh-so-dark and edgy twist provides players with a double dose of female disempowerment, and allows developers to again exploit both the revenge motivation and the saving the damsel motivation, but this time with the same woman at the same time. This trope combination can be traced back to old-school side-scrollers like Splatterhouse 2 and Ghouls and Ghosts, but the damsel in the refrigerator has definitely become a more popular trend in recent years. In Medieval 2, your murdered girlfriend's soul is stolen and you must fight to save her. In The Darkness 2, your murdered girlfriend's soul is trapped in hell and you must fight to free her.
Her soul is mine.
In Shadows of the Damned, your murdered girlfriend's soul is trapped in hell and you must fight to free her.
This has to be a soundboard too.
In Dante's Inferno, your murdered wife's soul is trapped in hell and you must fight to free her. In Castlevania Lords of Shadow, your wife's soul is trapped on Earth and you must fight to free her. The damsel in the refrigerator is part of a larger trend of throwing women under the bus in increasingly gruesome ways.
Yeah, because the content of the games get more gruesome and more creative. I mean, look at the Odyssey, or not even the Odyssey, just Greek stories in general. Like, you're gonna say the Greeks were making patriarchal stories and they hated women? No. Because even in Greek mythology, the whole Persephone and Hades, they wrote it the same way, but instead, in that story, Persephone becomes a wife of Hades, so she's technically where she's supposed to be. But at the same time, she wants to get away from Hades because who the hell wants to be with essentially Satan? That's essentially what Hades is.
Apparent attempt to interject what I'll loosely refer to as mature themes. Developers must be
Lucifer's
hoping that by
pretty,
exploiting
Hades is
sensationalized images of brutalized women, it'll be enough to fool gamers into thinking that their games are becoming more emotionally sophisticated. But the truth is, there's nothing mature about most of these stories, and many of them cross the line into blatant misogyny. Since what we're really talking about here are depictions of violence against women, it might be useful to quickly define what I mean by that.
It's crazy that this personality is like majority of the different things you see on TikTok.
Term. When I say violence against women, I'm primarily referring to images of women being victimized, or when violence is linked specifically to a character's gender or sexuality. Female characters who happen to be involved in violent or combat situations.
It's not specifically linked. It's just for the story to hit a little bit different. Oh, you know what? You're basically complaining about the most important character in the protagonist's life is a woman. The most important character in the protagonist's life is going to be the one that's endangered. Think about it that way. But you know what? I'm still younger than her at the point in time she made either of these videos. So she's just stupid.
On relatively equal footing with their opponents, are typically exempt from this category because they're not usually framed as victims. As I mentioned in our last video, the damsel in distress doesn't always have to be accompanied by a heroic rescue.
Here I was again, with all hell breaking loose around me, standing over another dead girl I had been trying to protect.
Sometimes the hero fails to save the woman in question, either because he arrives too late, or because, surprise twist, she's been dead the whole time.
Nicole has been dead this whole time.
It's a story.
No!
That's where it becomes more complex, because it's like you went through all of the hardships you went through in the story, and you still failed. Because the whole point of you doing all of this was to make sure they're safe. But we hate that. We hate
all my powers, and I couldn't do a thing.
Kill me!
Or in the the case of the 2009 version of Bionic Commando, not only has your wife been dead the whole time, but turns out she's actually a part of your bionic arm.
I never want you to be involved in this.
It's okay.
That adds such a different layer to the story. The entire time the person you're trying to save was with you all along, but you can never be with them the same way before because they're trapped inside your arm. That is such a complex story, but no, it's misogynistic.
I'll always be by your side.
Yes, you heard that correctly. His wife is his arm.
His wife is his arm. You know what? That's funny. You know what? She's laughing for a different reason, but I don't care. That was funny.
But the most extreme and gruesome variant of this trend is when developers combine the damsel in distress with the mercy killing. This usually happens when the player character must murder the woman in peril for her own good. I like to call this happy little gem the euthanized damsel. Typically, the damsel has been mutilated or deformed in some way by the villain, and the only option left of the hero is to put her out of her misery himself.
That's what happened to this
We can
guy.
trace this one back to formed for her own.
Look.
Be by your side.
Yeah.
Yes, you heard that correctly. His wife is his arm. But the most extreme and gruesome variant of this trend is when developers combine the damsel in distress with the mercy killing. This usually happens when the player character must murder the woman in peril for her own good.
Don't follow
I like to
her.
call this happy little gem the euthanized damsel.
It's
Typically, the
trying
damsel
to.
has been mutilated or deformed in some way by the villain, and the only option left of the hero is to put her out of her misery himself. We can trace this one back to the original 1980s arcade game Splatterhouse, in which your kidnapped girlfriend is possessed and the player is forced to fight and kill her.
Once again,
After
that's
saving his bitten
another
beloved in Castlevania Lament
complex-
of Innocence, the hero must then kill her to
another
gain the power to
complexity
defeat the
story,
vampire
bro.
lord. In Breath of Fire 4, Alina has been turned into a hideous monster and then begs you to kill her. In Gears of War 2, Dom is motivated to rescue his captured wife Maria.
Yo, I
When he
just
finds her, she's
realized these are a good portion of these are games I haven't played, so I can never play them now because I know the ending. So no spoiler warning for any of these.
been starved and possibly tortured into a catatonic state. And
But
so
these
he
games
shoots
have
her.
been out for like
In Tenchu Shadow Assassins,
almost 20 now.
the princess meekly asks the hero to cut her down to get to the villain, which he does. A particularly
Yeah, me at the age of 8 didn't have time to play these games. Nigga, I was in Jamaica. We did not have these. I'm pretty sure they didn't even ship them down there.
egregious example can be found in Grand Theft Auto 3.
I
When
probably
after
have
you
to
rescue
pirate
Maria
it, and even
Latour,
then-
it's implied that the protagonist suddenly shoots her because she's talking about stereotypically girly things.
I broke a nail and my hair is ruined. I mean, can you believe it? This one cost me $50.
I told you she
The writers deliberately wrote her character to annoy the player, so in the end, the violence against her becomes the punchline of
every complaint this woman has about Grand Theft Auto is gonna fall on deaf ears because literally everyone loves playing those games.
a cheap misogynist joke. Sometimes these killings happen via cutscene, while other games ask the player to participate directly by pulling the trigger themselves. In the Castlevania Dracula X Chronicles remake, if you don't rescue Richter Belmont's beloved Annette, she will turn into a vampire and you'll then have to kill her.
Oh my god, Annette. I'm so sorry I didn't save you. But you know what I do to vampires. What I have to do.
No! I'll make you mine forever!
The captured women in Duke Nukem
Oh, that is such a interesting.
3D beg you to kill them throughout the
drawing to
game.
me. Like,
This misogynist scene is regurgitated and actually made worse in the
it's Duke Nukem. That is the point of Duke
2011
Nukem.
follow-up, Duke Nukem
They're
Forever,
not
developed
supposed
by
to be
Gearbox.
mature. No.
Another popular Gearbox game, Borderlands 2, also uses this plot twist when Angel asks the player to murder her as a way to try and thwart the villain's evil plan.
Destroying the iridium injectors that keep me alive will stop the key from charging, and it will end a lifetime of servitude.
The end of Alone in
She was a slave her entire life, and nothing she.
the Dark gives the player the
Okay,
choice
yeah,
between
no,
killing your
let her live
girlfriend
and
herself
suffer. I guess.
Carrier. Kill her or let her live. You alone can decide.
or letting Satan kill her by being reborn in her body. The Wii game Pandora's Tower includes one ending in which Elena begs you to kill her before she completes
Don't
her
finish
transformation
it.
into a monster.
Please.
Would you want to live as that? No, of course they have to die. And I know her argument isn't, oh, they shouldn't have to die, but it's like, why is the story written that way? I bet every single person that played these games, after they were done, they had a new perspective on life and they probably appreciated the people around them a little bit more. But you know what? Oh, big 2026, we don't like anyone. We hate each other.
Beg of you.
Yeah, look at those tears. I would be bawling my eyes
I'm
out.
so
If I
afraid.
imagine spending 30 hours playing that game and seeing that scene. I would fucking cry like a little baby.
In 2006 shooter Prey, when the hero finally reaches his abducted girlfriend, she's been hideously mutilated and fused with a monster, which he must fight while she screams for help over and over again.
I would. Oh my god. Oh my god. That is so messed up. I don't know. Yo.
I can't stop it!
After being
What?
incapacitated, she begs you to kill her.
Please, Tommy, let me
go. And the player can't advance in the narrative until you shoot her in the face.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, yo.
These damsel women are written so as to
every
subordinate
good
themselves to
game's
men.
ending,
They submissively accept
it's
their
some-
grisly
yo,
fate
okay,
and will often beg
I
the player
can't even justify Prey. That shit was, oh my god. I probably would stay up at night after that game. Jesus.
to perform violence on them, giving men direct and total control over whether they live or die, even saying thank you with their dying breath. In other words, these women are asking for it, quite literally.
You know, that's why
Damsel is the
you
darkest
married
and edgiest
yourself,
of these trope
Anita.
hybrids, but it's also an extension of a larger pattern in gaming narratives where male protagonists are forced to fight their own loved ones who have been possessed or brainwashed by villains. When Kratos finds his mother in the PSP game God of War Ghosts of Sparta,
Also, you do know about the PSP games. Mention Deimos, bitch.
she morphs
Know
into a
it.
hideous beast, forcing you to fight and kill her,
Oh my god.
an act for which she thanks you with her dying breath.
Finally, I am free.
In the world of the gods, dying, especially what we know now, but at that point you don't know. But just in general, if you're suffering in life, and I'm not saying for any of, no, don't do nothing, don't go do nothing, but for the sake of the story, if your entire life was just suffering, yeah, I would want to, I wouldn't want Kratos to
After
kill
your
me if I
girlfriend is
turned into a
transformed into a
monster.
green ogre and grabbed by the ghoulies, she chases you around trying to get a kiss. Later, you must beat her unconscious before she can be returned to normal. The final boss in Shadows of the
Before
Damned
she can
turns
be
out to be your
returned
own
to
girlfriend.
normal, I don't think that's how that game went. I never played it, but I don't think that's how it went.
Who you must shoot down. Similar scenarios are replicated in dozens of other titles as well.
I like how she glanced over Twilight Princess because you technically don't kill Zelda. You know what I'm saying? Like, my bad. You want the women to be the competitors too, so when they're the competitors, you still complain.
Although the narratives all differ slightly, the core element remains the same. In each case, violence is used to bring these women back to their senses. These stories conjure up
They do that for... that's not just a female thing, though. Like, there's plenty of stories where you have to, like, beat your best friend's ass, who's also, a male, because he's been brainwashed or something. That's a very popular trope for both sides of the aisle, so I don't
supernatural
know
situations
why
in which domestic
you're
violence
nitpicking
perpetrated by
as
men
if it
against
only
women who have
happens
lost
that
control
way.
of themselves not only appears justified, but is presented as an altruistic act done for the woman's own good. Of course, if you look at any of these games in isolation, you'll be able to find incidental narrative circumstances that can be used to explain away the inclusion of violence against women as a plot device. But just because a particular event might make sense within the internal logic of a fictional narrative, that
I
doesn't
need to
in and
play
of
Prey
itself
on
justify
the
its use.
Actually, no, I don't
Games
need to play Prey. I'm probably gonna... no, that...
don't exist in a vacuum, and therefore can't be
That
divorced
shit
from the
have
larger
me
cultural
thinking
context of
about
the
it
real
right now
world.
still.
It's especially troubling in light of the serious, real-life epidemic of violence against women facing the female population on this planet. Every 9 seconds, a woman is assaulted or beaten in the United States, and on average, more than 3 women are murdered by their boyfriends, husbands, or ex-partners every single day. Research consistently shows
I
that
don't
people
think that... Okay, maybe every day, some case... I don't know if it happens that often, because then that would mean that a lot of people are getting killed by their partners. Like, that would be very alarming if it was every day.
of all genders tend to
there's a
buy
new
into the
story
myth
about
that women are the ones to blame for the violence men perpetrate against them. In the same vein,
'Cause there
abusive
would
men
be a news
consistently
story
state that their
about
female
that.
targets
No,
deserved
this
it,
is BS.
wanted it, or were asking for it. Given the reality of that larger cultural context, it should go without saying that it's dangerously irresponsible to be creating games in which players are encouraged and even required to perform violence against women in order to save them. Even though
It's not violence against... It's not mindless violence against women. That argument could go to GTA, because you have the choice to do it or not. But in these specific scenarios where you have to do it, it makes sense within the plot, because... Oh no, she got turned into a monster. You know what? Instead of killing her and setting her free, I'm just gonna make her run around and ride around in her own filth of shit for the rest of her life. No, just kill her. She's asking for it. That's the story. Even though it sucks.
most of the games that we're talking about don't explicitly condone violence against women, nevertheless they trivialize and exploit female suffering as a way to ratchet up the emotional or sexual stakes for the player.
Sexual
Despite these
stakes for
troubling
the
implications, game players aren't necessarily all sitting around twirling
Every example she showed before this was not sexual at all, so I don't even know how she jumped to that conclusion.
their nefarious
Kratos saving his mother that got transformed into a monster.
mustaches while consciously trying to figure out how to best misrepresent women as part of some grand conspiracy. Most probably just haven't given much thought to the underlying messages their games are sending, and in many cases, developers have backed themselves into a corner with their own game mechanics.
No, they didn't. Everything you're complaining about, when they were making the stuff that you were complaining about, those companies were successful, and you started complaining about it. GTA is the only exception.
When violence is the primary gameplay mechanic, and therefore the primary way that the player
some of the, like, You're telling me a 10-year-old kid running around, driving around, shoot like no. A 10-year-old kid should not be playing a game like that. But I'm a hypocrite because I played San Andreas when I was 6. So
engages with the game world, it
but
severely
I've never
limits the
shot
options for
anyone.
problem solving. The player is then forced to use violence to deal with almost all situations because it's the only meaningful mechanic available, even if that means beating up or killing the women they're meant to love or care about. One of the really insidious things about systemic and institutional sexism is that most often regressive attitudes and harmful gender stereotypes are maintained and perpetuated unintentionally. Likewise, engaging with these games is not going to magically transform players into raging sexists. We typically don't have a monkey see, monkey do direct cause and effect relationship with the media we consume. Cultural influence
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Not directly. But if you see the same themes and the same thing over and over again, you start becoming monkey see, monkey do.
in much more subtle and complicated ways.
And we see
However,
how people's personalities have changed drastically in the last 5 to 10 years. A lot of people are more anxious and less outgoing. And a lot of characters that you see now have those traits about them. Not necessarily anxious, but they have negative personality traits that come from having an anxious mindset.
media narratives do have a powerful cultivation effect, helping to shape cultural attitudes and opinions. So when developers exploit sensationalized images of brutalized, mutilated, and victimized women over and over and over again, it tends to reinforce the dominant gender paradigm, which casts men as aggressive and commanding, and frames women as subordinate and dependent. Although these stories...
And what is wrong with that? What is wrong with that concept? No, literally, look, I'm gonna cook with this right now. Within patriarchy or within hierarchies, let's just say hierarchies, because the gender doesn't really matter, but the vast majority of people within these sections skew gender-wise. Commanding and aggressive, that's going to be more masculine. You do have females in those roles more so now, and during the time of this video, because, you know, female bosses, CEO of a company, there were plenty of women that were CEOs during this time period. So there will always be someone that needs to be in that commanding role. Being dependent and subordinate or submissive, no matter where you are in life, you always have to submit to someone. No matter where you are in life, no matter what you do, there's someone you submit to. Either within a relationship, both partners submit to each other. It's a balancing game. It's never just one person always in charge. Like in certain different situations, you obviously know someone's gonna be in charge. When you go to work, your salary's $1 million, or no, your salary's like 85K a year. You make all this money. You're a boss ass bitch. You still have to submit to your boss. What I miss? Oh, you missed the entire video, my nigga. But you can watch it over on YouTube. I got you, Dom. I got you.
use female trauma as a catalyst to set the
No,
plot
dead
elements
ass.
in
It's
motion.
like the
These are not
last
stories about women.
5 minutes.
Nor are they concerned with the struggles of women navigating the mental, emotional, and physical ramifications of violence. Instead, these are strictly male-centered stories, in which, more often than not, the tragic damsels are just empty shells.
She was complete. Oh, my bad. Let me go back a bit. Yeah, we were on this.
Have a powerful cultivation effect, helping to shape cultural attitudes and opinions. So when developers exploit sensationalized images of brutalized, mutilated, and victimized women
This is what I was just talking
over
about.
and over again, it tends to reinforce the dominant gender paradigm, which casts men as aggressive and commanding, and frames women as subordinate and dependent.
Yeah, so I was talking about, just to do a brief explainer of this. I was basically saying there's always someone that needs to be in this role. It doesn't matter who the gender is. It's just whoever is best for that role. And then no matter what, man or woman, everybody within their life has been in this role before. So that's why it appeals to people. Yes, and it will always make more sense, because imagine if this story was written, but the person that he's holding right here is a dude. Would that story be any better? It's like, oh no, I'm running around. Like, no, you'd have a different complaint saying like, oh, there's no women in video games. There's women in video games. They're in these positions, and they're also in these positions too. You just want to cherry pick the ones where they're not. Sound like a gay love story. I mean, sometimes they're good. The only good gay love stories in games is when it's 2 girls. I don't give a fuck. Y'all can put me on the cross. I love Life is Strange.
Although these stories use female trauma as a catalyst to set the plot elements in motion, these are not stories about women. Nor are they concerned with the struggles of women navigating the mental, emotional, and physical ramifications of violence. Instead, these are strictly male-centered stories, in which, more often than not, the tragic damsels are just empty shells, whose deaths are depicted as far more meaningful than their lives. Generally, they're completely defined by their purity, innocence, kindness, beauty, or sensuality. In short, they're just symbols meant to invoke the essence of an artificial feminine ideal.
You know what? You know what? The more I watch these videos, she's literally just complaining that there's... her entire complaint is that there's pretty girls in video games and I'm not pretty. You could... Like... Not gonna lie, she's not bad, but with her personality, she's not pretty. The personality ruins it for everyone. That's why she married herself. I will always bring up the fact, and I will bring it up right now. I will show it. Anita Sarkeesian wedding photos. Bro, you think I'm joking? You think... Bro, would I ever lie to you guys? Would I ever lie to you guys? Gamers lost that Gamergate, but Anita lost that life. Let's click this thread. Let's see what the... This is on her Insta... I should probably even... I could probably pull up her Instagram and look at it, but no. I don't want to see the other shit. I did not get married. Wait, let me put my mic better. I did not get married, but I did have a wedding-themed birthday in Stockholm this summer. It was goofy and silly and fun. We had a bachelor party, rehearsal dinner, ceremony, and reception all in one. People dressed up in the best costumes, from brides, divorce lawyer, drunk uncle, and a ring bearer. Massive thanks to everyone who helped me pull it off, which was a lot of people, and everyone who traveled from different continents and countries to party with me. So she had a wedding-themed birthday. That is so sad. That is so sad. Holy shit. This is... Bro, 10 years later, Pokimane literally did the same thing. I'm pretty sure she either married herself or got herself an engagement ring. She did one of those two things. So, if you really think about it, Pokimane is the reincarnation of Anita Sarkeesian, even though they're both alive. But yeah. Gamergate grifter. She even gets labeled as a grifter nowadays. This is from 2024. Oh my god, people just hate her. And she looks... Bro, like, looking at her, why are her eyebrows drawn on? Like, her entire face just screams... Like, I'm tripping over my own words. I feel like if I was alone in a room with her, I'm getting arrested by a cop. Like, I feel like something would happen and she would just call the police and then I'm walking away in handcuffs. That's the type of face I see right here. Like, I would not want to be alone anywhere with her. Any plausible deniability? Who? I don't want to be anywhere near this. You put me on a podcast episode, you're probably going to hear a news story about me beating her, even though she has no injuries. Like, I'm not... I would never want to be in a room with this woman. But yeah, this is her 10 years ago.
The essence of an artificial feminine ideal. In fact, these games usually frame the loss of the woman as something that has been unjustly taken from the male hero.
So now, I take from you.
Jackie, this is not your fault.
Bro, do you know how
the implication being that she belonged to him, that she was his possession.
They're both... My wife, my husband, you're both each other's possession. What's the problem?
Once wronged, the hero must go get his possessions back, or at least exact a heavy price for their loss. On the surface, victimized women are framed as the reason for the hero's torment. But if we dig a little deeper into the subtext, I'd argue that the true source of the pain stems from feelings of weakness and or guilt over his failure to perform his socially prescribed patriarchal duty to protect his women and children.
I hated myself for allowing this to happen to her and our little girl.
In this way, these failed hero stories are really about the perceived loss of masculinity, and then the quest to regain that masculinity.
No, it's not! At no point did they lose their masculinity. The entire thing, throughout every point of the story, it's masculine. Losing is a part of being masculine. Because after you lose, you need to know how to get back up. And if anything, that's just the indomitable human spirit. Like, what?
Primarily by exerting dominance and control through the performance of violence on others. Consequently, violent revenge-based narratives repeated ad nauseum can also be harmful to men because they help to further limit the possible responses men are allowed to have when faced with death or tragedy. This is unfortunate because interactive media has the potential to be a brilliant medium for people of all genders to explore difficult or painful subjects. So to be clear here, the problem is not the fact...
Earlier, She said it's not a monkey see, monkey do. Like, yeah, literally earlier she said video games and people mirrored the behavior is not a monkey see, monkey do. People aren't gonna just mirror the behavior. Then the end of the video, she says the same exact thing, but in the opposite, saying that it's bad for men to see these because seeing that as an outlet for the tragedies and death in their life. So you just went back on your own argument.
The fact that female characters die or suffer. Death touches all of our lives eventually, and as such, it's often an integral part of dramatic storytelling. To say that women could never die in stories would be absurd, but it's important to consider the ways that women's deaths are framed and examine how and why they're written. There are some games that try to explore loss, death, and grief in more genuine or authentic ways that do not sensationalize or exploit victimized women. Dear Esther, Passage, and To the Moon are a few indie games that investigate these themes in creative, innovative, and sometimes beautiful ways.
Yeah, because when it's an indie game, they're gonna make different stuff that just appeals to everyone because it's an indie game. They're gonna make it specific to the people because you're a small group of people making something. So if you're a small group making something, you make it for a small group of people that will like it. And if a big group of people like it, you just won. You just won. But at this time, 2011, indie games were not as big as they are today.
These more contemplative style games are a hopeful sign, but they're still largely the exception to the rule. A sizable chunk of the industry is still unfortunately trapped in the established pattern of building.
Literally, people like you probably saw the same stuff in their games and made an indie game.
Game narratives on the
You
backs
could have
of
done that
brutalized
instead of
female
making
bodies.
these videos.
Violence against women is a serious global epidemic.
Maybe I should make a
Therefore, attempts to
Roblox
address the issue
game
in
instead of
fictional
complaining
context
about everything.
demands a considerable degree of respect, subtlety, and nuance. Women shouldn't be mere disposable objects or symbolic pawns in stories about men and their own struggles with patriarchal expectations and inadequacies.
It's not patriarchal.
The dark and edgy trope cocktails that we've discussed in this episode are not isolated incidents or obscure anomalies. Instead, they represent an ongoing, recurring pattern in modern gaming narratives. In most cases, the damseled characters have simply gone from being helpless to being dead, which is obviously not a huge improvement from her perspective. I know this episode has been a little bit grim, but please join me next time for the third and final installment covering the damsel
there's a third part? Yeah, I'm not watching that right now.
Where we'll take a look at some titles that attempt to flip the script.
And it's only 23 minutes. Nope. That can wait. Part 3 can wait. That could be for another time. What time is it? 8:46? You know what? I need to go to bed early anyways, because I gotta be at work at 7 a.m. So I shall see y'all maybe tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how I'm feeling after I get home from work.